نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي Assalamualaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This episode in this series is very important, and that is looking beyond the 5 pillars. We have made Islam restricted, and we think it is only about 5 things. First, that you embrace Islam, you declare the Shahada. Second, you offer Salah. Third, you give Zakah. Fourth, you keep your Sawm, you fast. And fifth, you go to Hajj. We have narrowed down Islam to these 5 things. But in reality, Islam is a very wide religion. It is a very broad way of life. It covers so many different things and so many different aspects. And we have done this based on the hadith, Buny al-Islamu ala khams, that Islam is laid on 5 things. Shahada, Salah, Zakah, Sawm and Hajj. Remember, these are the pillars of Islam. Where's the rest of the building? Where's the monument? Do you think keeping the pillars alone is enough? No, you need to build the monument. You need to build the house. You need to complete the building. Otherwise, people will come, rob you and go. You won't have anything. We have forgotten the other ahadith where the Prophet ﷺ taught us other things. We forgot that the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "By Allah, he is not a mu'min who hurts his neighbor." We know that Hajj wipes away all the sins, but we don't know that if we earn from haram sources, then our prayers, our worship, our dua, nothing is accepted. Where did all of the ahadith where the Prophet, peace be upon him, advised us about the character go? Where did we lose all of these things? Remember, there are 2 kinds of rights that we have to fulfill: huququllah and huququl ibad. These 5 pillars are huququllah, and if we fall short in these things, then maybe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, hopefully Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive us. But about huquq al-ibad, the rights of the fellow believers and the slaves of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who used to live with you, if they don't forgive you for what you did to them, then there's no chance that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to forgive you. You have to seek forgiveness from your people. This is the importance of the dealings that we have. We have to make sure that we are not hurting anybody. Today we have too much focus on huququllah and no focus on huququl ibad. Today you can see religious people from madrasas, from masjids. They know everything, every minute detail about zakah, hajj and so on. But what they are lacking is character. When they come home, you see them shouting. You see that they're merciless. You see them beating. This is not Islam. The more knowledge you have, the more lenient you should be. This is the example that we find in the Sahaba. This is the example we find in the Salaf. Let's think of Islam as a monument. So, the pillars of Islam are these 5 things. Shahada an taqulu la ilaha illallah, Salah, Zakah, Sawm and Hajj. We forgot that our ceiling was unity. Our walls were honesty. Justice was the light that filled the monument. And the floor was halal income and so on. We forgot all of these things. Just having the pillars are not enough. Go ahead and complete your build. Today our situation is like the Bedouins who came to the Prophet, peace be upon him, and the Quran says, قالت الأعراب آمنا قل لم تؤمنوا ولكن قولوا أسلمنا ولما يدخل الإيمان في قلوبكم. These Bedouins, they say that they have believed. Tell them, O Prophet, peace be upon him, that you have not believed yet. You have submitted. The Iman has not entered into your hearts. This is the condition of Muslim communities today. We have submitted to Islam, but we have still not tasted the sweetness of faith. We don't have Iman yet. We have to develop Iman. And one of the main things that will help us shift this focus from just 5 pillars to looking beyond these 5 pillars to the character, to the character and conduct, to dealings with people, is changing the syllabus that is being taught in the madrasas. We are following a syllabus that was designed when Muslims were the rulers. When we had the government, we needed the judges, the qadi, and the scholars and the imam, and we still do. But the need is not that high. Today we need real men who know how to deal with the situation that is there in the community, who know how to help us, who know how to lift the community from disgrace, how to spread Islam leniently, gently, like the Prophet, peace be upon him, did. Today there are so many different madrasas, and from them some students are very good and good scholars and good teachers and beneficial for the community. And yet others, they come out and they only know how to defend their sect. They only know how to disgrace the other sect. They only know how to fight and make the other people not give their opinion. This is not what Islam is. The people of knowledge should be the people who handle the community. They know how to solve the problems that we have in the community. Yes, we should know the different details about Hajj and Umrah, but what is more important is how to use this knowledge practically. Every one of us knows this hadith, at-tahuru shatrul iman, that purity is half of faith. And in all the madrasas, the children are taught this. They are taught this like parrots, and they repeat it like parrots. They know the meaning of it, but there's no cleanliness. Muslim houses, communities, and even masajid, they lack cleanliness. They are some of the dirtiest places we know. Look at the malls and look at different places around Europe, America, and so-called Western community. They understood what cleanliness is. Instead of us following this hadith, at-tahuru shatrul iman, they follow this hadith. Where is our cleanliness? The bathrooms that we go are so dirty. The streets that we walk on are so bad. We don't bother to clean them. So the students who come out of the madrasas, they should be taught practical things first, and then the details of different rites and worship. They should know how to deal with bad situations. They should know how to give dawah properly. Remember, Islam cannot spread with harshness. It is a lenient religion, and it needs people of leniency. Along with other subjects, we should also be teaching the philosophy of Iqbal. The ulama and the students of knowledge, they should not only know the details of ahadith, but they should also have knowledge of these times. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us to what is correct and help us move away from what is bad, and may He forgive us. Ameen. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Subhanak Allahumma wa bihamdika nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Assalamualaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.